भारत माता शिव शक्ति अवतार सच्ची गीता मुरली 18th November 2025 Morning Class 20th June 1968 Om Namah Shivaya Serviceable Children. Yes, Baba, the main thing is one, stand them on Alf and explain. If they understand Alf, they won't ask so many other questions. Without them understanding Alf, if you explain using other pictures, you will just confuse them. The first thing is Alf. Om Namah Shivaya. The Father's first lesson is consider yourself to be a soul or manmanabhav. This is a Sanskrit word. Now, when you children do service, you first of all have to teach them alf. Whenever anyone comes, you should take him in front of the picture of Shiv Baba, not in front of any other picture. First of all, to the picture of the Father. You have to tell them that Baba says, consider yourself a soul and remember me, the Father. I am your Supreme Father, Supreme Teacher and Supreme Guru. You have to teach this lesson to everyone. You have to begin with this. Consider yourself a soul and remember the Father. Because you have become impure and you now have to become pure and Sato Pradhan. First of all, this lesson is definitely needed. All aspects are included in this. Not everyone does this. Baba says, first of all, take them to the picture of Shiva Baba. He is the unlimited Father. The Father says, remember me alone and consider yourself to be a soul, and the boat of you children will go across. By remembering Him, you will reach the pure world. You have to make them firm in this lesson for at least 3 minutes again and again. Did you remember the Father? Did you consider yourself a soul? Baba is the Father. He is the creator of the creator. He knows the beginning, the middle, and the end of creation because He is the seed of the human world tree. First of all, you have to enable them to have this faith. Do you remember the Father? The Father alone gives this knowledge. We too have received this knowledge from the Father, which we are now giving you. This is the first and foremost mantra you have to make them firm in. Consider yourself a soul and remember the Father, and you will become masters. You have to explain on this basis. Until they understand this, you must not take another step forward. There should be 2 to 4 pictures about the Father's introduction. When you explain this well, it will enter their intellects that we have to remember the Father. He alone is the Almighty Authority. It is only by remembering Him that your sins will be absolved. The Father's praise is clear. First of all, you definitely have to explain. Consider yourself a soul and remember me alone. Forget all bodily relationships. I am a sick. I am so and so. Let go of all of that and remember the one. First of all, tell them this main aspect. The Father is the one who gives the inheritance of purity, happiness, and peace. The Father alone corrects your characters. So the Father had the thought that you don't make them firm in the first lesson in this way And this is absolutely essential. The more you beat this into them, the more it will remain in their intellects. One Father and none other, because all others are the creation. First of all, give the Father's introduction, even if it is even if it takes 5 minutes, don't move them on. They will listen to the Father's praise with great interest. The picture of the Father is the main one. The whole queue should be in front of this picture. The Father's message has to be given to everyone. After that, you have to give the knowledge of creation and how the cycle turns. It is like when spices are ground again and again to make them fine. You are God's mission. Therefore, you have to instill each and every aspect in their intellects, because it is by not knowing the Father that everyone has become an orphan. No one has the Father's introduction. You have to give his full introduction. Baba is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Teacher, and the Supreme Guru. By saying all three, the idea of his being omnipresent will fly away from their intellects. A guru gives knowledge and a teacher teaches. So, how can he be omnipresent? First of all, instill this in their intellects. You have to remember the Father, and only then can you become pure from impure. You also have to imbibe divine virtues. You have to become Sato Pradhan. You remind them of the Father. There is a great deal of benefit for you, children, in this. You too will remain Manmanabhav. You are messengers or you not. Therefore, you only have to give the Father's introduction. Remember the Father, never mind in Bharat, in the world, whole world. There isn't a single human being who knows that Baba is our Father, teacher, and Guru. On hearing the Father's introduction, they will become very happy. God speaks, remember me alone, and your sins will be absolved. You also know that after the Geeta, the Mahabharat war is also shown. Now there is no question of any other war. Your war is only in remembering the Father. The study is separate. The war is in the aspect of remembrance, because everyone is body conscious. You are now becoming soul conscious. Ones who remembered the Father. First of all, make them firm that He is the Father, teacher, and Guru, all three. Now, should we listen to Him or to human beings? All those scriptures have been created on the dictates of human beings. We have followed the scriptures created on the dictates of human beings for a long, long time. The scriptures were created by human beings. Those are the dictates of human beings. These are God's directions. Those are the dictates of their own minds. The scriptures they have studied are also the dictates of their own minds, human dictates. You have been studying the scriptures created by human beings for half a cycle. Now you have to follow Srimad to become elevated. This is the service we do. Follow God's directions, and all your vicious actions will be destroyed. The Father's Srimad is remember me alone. The explanation of the cycle of the world is also his direction. When you become pure and remember the Father says, I will take you back with me. Baba is also the unlimited spiritual guide. They also call out to him, O purifier, make us pure and take us back from this impure world. All of those are physical guides. This one is the spiritual guide. No one knows this. Shiv Baba teaches us. The Father also tells you, children, while walking and moving around, sitting and standing, continue to remember the Father alone. There is no question of tiring yourself in this. Baba sees that sometimes children come and sit in the early morning and they must get tired. This is a very easy path, is it not? You don't have to sit with force. You can go for a walk and come back, walk around. Remember the Father with a great deal of interest. You should feel a great deal of happiness of Baba, Baba. Those who constantly stay in remembrance of the Father will feel that happiness. Whatever alloy there is, it has to be removed. Have a great deal of love for the Father. There should be that super sensuous joy. This is a matter of the end. When you are engaged in remembrance of the Father, you will become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan. Then your happiness will know no bonds. All of these aspects are explained here. This is why there is the phrase, ask the children of Gopi Vallabh about super sensuous joy. The ones whom God the Father teaches. God speaks, remember me. You have to explain the praise of the Father. Remember the Father and claim your inheritance from the Father. The Father is the only one who gives the inheritance. No one receives an inheritance from a guru. The inheritance of salvation is received from the one Father alone. The Father is the only one who gives the inheritance. Everyone definitely receives salvation. First, everyone will go to the land of peace. This should also be in your intellects. The Father is giving us salvation. It has been explained what the land of peace and the land of happiness are. All souls reside in the land of peace. It is the sweet silent home, the tower of silence. No one can see that with these eyes. Those with the arrogance of science have their intellects working only on the things they see with these eyes. No one can see souls with these eyes. They can be understood. When you cannot see a soul, how can you see the Father? This is a matter of understanding, is it not? He cannot be seen with these eyes. God speaks, O souls, remember me and your sins will be burnt away. Who said this? They are unable to understand this fully. They think it refers to Krishna. They remember Krishna a great deal. Day by day, they become adulterated. Even in devotion, they first used to have devotion for the one Shiva. That was unadulterated devotion. Then they came with the devotion of Lakshmi and Narayan and Vishnu. God is the highest on high. He gives the inheritance of becoming this Vishnu. You are called the Vishnu clan. You then become the masters of Vishnu. The rosary is created only when you study the first lesson very well. To remember the Father is not like going to your mousy auntie's home. You have to remove your yoga from everywhere else and connect it to the one. Remove your yoga of the intellect from whatever you see with your physical eyes. The Father says, remember me alone. There is no need to be confused about this. The Father is sitting in this chariot. He praises him. He is incorporeal. Through this one, he reminds us of this again and again. You should study in Manmanabhav. It is as though you are doing benevolent service for everyone. When you even tell the ones who are cooking to remember Shiv Baba, it will sit in everyone's intellect. You have to remind one another. Remember Shiv Baba. Then you will develop that habit. First of all, Shiv Baba. As you move forward, Baba will continue to remember these pictures, etc. All of this has to finish. So the main thing is remembrance of the Father. The father remembers all the children, does he not? He helps in one way or another. Some sit for half an hour, some sit for 10 minutes. Okay, you sit for 5 minutes and remember the father, and you will come to the kingdom. The king and queen always love everyone. You too become oceans of love, do you not? This is why you have love for everyone. There is just love and more love. The Father is the ocean of love, and so the children must also have that much love. Then they will also love one another there. The king and queen have a great deal of love. The children also have a great deal of love, unlimited love. Here there is no name or trace of life. There is fighting. You should never even have a thought of plunging a dagger into someone. That is like murdering one another. In the whole world, they curse one another. There are there are no daggers of violence. This is why the praise of Bharat is limitless. There is no country as pure as Bharat. This is the most elevated pilgrimage place of all. Father only comes here. The Father comes and will serve everyone. He will teach everyone, will he not? The main thing is the study. Some ask you, what service do you do for Bharat? Tell them you want Bharat to become pure. At the moment, it is impure. So, we are making Bharat pure on Srimad. You tell everyone, remember the Father, and you will become pure from impure. We are doing spiritual service. We are re establishing Bharat that was solvent and had peace and prosperity. We are doing that according to Srimad, according to the drama plan, as it was a cycle ago. Human beings want there to be peace in the world, so we are establishing that. God speaks. The Father continues to explain to us children. Remember me. Baba also knows that you don't remember him that much. The effort is in this. Your karmatit stage will come through remembrance. You have to become self realized. No one's intellect has the meaning of this. In the scriptures, they have just written fables. The Father now says, forget whatever you have studied. Consider yourself to be a soul. Now, what I am teaching you is what will go with you. Nothing else will go with you. It is this study from the Father that will go with you. You are making effort for this. Don't think that the little children are of less value. The younger they are, the more they can claim a name. When little girls sit and explain to the elderly, they will work wonders. You have to make them equal to yourself. If anyone asks a question, they should be able to respond. Prepare them in this way, then, whatever there are centers or museums, you should send them there. Prepare such a group, there is plenty of time. Do this type of service, it would be a wonder for these little Kumaris to sit and explain to important elderly people. If anyone asks whose children you are, they should say, we belong to Shiv Baba. He is incorporeal. He enters the body of Brahma and teaches us. It is through this study that we have to become this. In the golden age, etc., there was the kingdom of these Lakshmi and Narayan. Who made them that? They must have performed such actions. The Father sits and tells you the philosophy of action, neutral action, and sinful action. Shiv Baba teaches us. He is the Father, teacher, and Guru. So the Father explains, stand them on the main aspects and explain to them. First of all, alpha. If they understand alpha, they won't ask any other questions. Without them understanding alpha, if you explain with other pictures, you will just confuse them. The first thing is alpha. You follow Srimad. We follow Srimad. All the rest, the scriptures, etc., are the dictates of human beings. The one who makes you elevated is the Father. The one who makes you corrupt is human dictates. By explaining in this way, they won't raise any other questions. Such ones will emerge who will say, we have understood Alf. What will we get from these pictures, etc.? We have known Alf, and so we have understood everything. By giving the father's introduction, the more they remember the father, the more they will become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long last, and now fond children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the spiritual father, Bab Dada. Namaste. Lots of love and remembrance to the Mat Pita and Bab Dada. Namaste Baba. Blessing. May you be free from waste thoughts. The majority of souls are now weak. The reason for the weakness of both the body and the mind is waste thoughts. The reason for waste thoughts is not knowing how to set your daily routine. Every day at Amrit Vela, set the daily routine for your body and mind. At Amrit Vela, the stage of your mind should be the most powerful stage. A powerful stage means the seed stage, the same as the father's. You can continue to perform actions even in an ordinary stage. But because you do not use Amrit Vela, the special time for blessing, in an accurate way, the stage of your remembrance for the whole day is affected. Make your Amrit Vela powerful and you will become free from waste thoughts. Om Namah Shivaya.